It's the second date update on Mojo in the morning.
Kerry is on with us right now. What's happening? Kerry, you there?
I sure am, Mojo. How are you?
We're doing good. Kerry, you be gentle, okay? That's all I have to say.
Why? What's wrong?
I don't want you to be too too mean to Nate. On the phone with us is Nate. Nate, you there?
Yep.
So Nate, you're not getting a call back after you went on a date?
Yes.
What's happening? So you guys, you thought that you had something special with Kerry?
Yeah, me and Kerry, we met on Bumble. I thought it went really well, and now, we went out and haven't heard back since.
What'd you guys do for your date?
We just went to a restaurant, dinner, movie, simple. But
Okay, all right.
Kerry, I go back to you. Kerry, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Say hello to Nate.
Hey.
Hey.
and that's about it. Kerry, Nate called us up because he wanted to know why it is that you haven't been giving him a chance for a second date, another opportunity to go out on a date. And I wanted to kind of give him that with our second date update, give him a chance to, maybe either get a second date or hear from you why you haven't been returning any of his messages.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I mean, first impressions were very good. He was put together. He was polite. He picked out a couple of restaurants, and we decided on one together. So I thought that was all really well handled. And, I was impressed by his manners and his attention. And we were doing the getting to know you conversation over dinner. And, which was, the standard questions you ask each other and, responses. And, then it got to be, what kind of things do you like to do? What are your favorite things? And he started talking about Backstreet Boys, which was a nice thing because I've enjoyed their music very much as well.
Backstreet Boys. What was he talking about the Backstreet Boys?
Well, that's the thing, guys. It kind of kept coming up in the conversation, even when it wasn't part of the subject matter. And so I realized that this was something kind of really important to him, and I sort of asked him, what was his deal with it? And he said, well, he just really is a huge fan. And I thought maybe he was kidding about it. And he said, no, really. And to prove the point, he told me that he had just come back from going to Vegas where he went to their residency every night. And he let it drop that he spends a lot of time and a lot of money following these guys all over to see their concerts or any.
He's like a super fan.
Yeah. Nate, you're a big fan of the Backstreet Boys.
A little bit weird, that's all. And I thought maybe it was a red flag for me.
Because he's too big of a...
I just thought, that's a little obsessive. And, with all the stories that are out there and you meet people on, these apps, you really don't know who you're getting. I just kind of thought that I maybe should not stay involved in this. I just figured maybe, if something went wrong with us, then maybe he'd become a stalker or something.
Why? Because I like a specific band and go, if it was any other hobby.
It's not the like, it's the obsessiveness of it that was just taking over our conversation. Once you started, it was just, and I'm thrilled for you. That's great that that's something you like, but it just isn't of interest to me to spend my time that way.
I feel like you gotta quit playing games with this heart.
Oh my God! I knew someone was gonna do it.
Oh, come on! Yes. Oh, the crowd has to boo that one.
Do you have a photo of you and the Backstreet Boys on your Bumble profile?
I don't. Yeah. My main picture is from. I have a few up there.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one I made the profile picture of.
Wait.
Okay.
So Nate, you're such a big fan of the Backstreet Boys. Like, how big of a fan? Because I know people that are fans of Backstreet Boys. Matter of fact, Mojo in the Morning Misfit Victor is like the biggest Backstreet Boys fan. What makes you such a big fan? You go to their concerts, you follow them around. Do you decorate your house with Backstreet Boys, or what other stuff do you do?
I mean, you pretty much hit the whole list. I thought like Kerry said, I just came back from Vegas. I went every single night of their residency.
Okay.
I just connect to the music. They put on a great show. I'm a fan. I don't know, something clicked. It wouldn't be that weird if it's like a sports team. How many people decorate their houses and, their favorite sports memorabilia?
Good points.
Right.
Great points.
Nate, Nick, Kevin, AJ, Brian, Howie.
Can't forget Howie.
Who's your favorite?
I hate having to pick favorites.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough, Something about Howie, probably, but they're all great for their own individual reasons.
Howie was very nice, by the way. Did you go to our Jingle Ball? Were you at the Jingle Ball that we had, the Backstreet Boys?
I tried to get there, but I did have a work conflict that day. But I was very disappointed.
Wow, you actually see that? He's not that much of a fanatic. He actually chose his work over the Backstreet Boys. Wanda wants to comment on this. Wanda, what do you think about this? Kerry thinks that he's too fanatical about the Backstreet Boys to go on another date with him.
Who cares? I have been a New Kids fan for 30-plus years. I'm almost 50 years old, and I'm still head over heels for New Kids. I've been on the cruise. I'm going back on the cruise. I am crazy. We can date. We can talk about New Kids and Backstreet Boys all day.
Wow. That's wild. So
Nate.
even the cruises are attended by you. What's up, Sarah?
Hi there.
Hi.
Good morning.
What do you think about Kerry not enjoying the date because of Nate's obsession?
I think that she was perfectly right in that. I mean, to this day and age, you kind of really don't know who's on the other side of the computer until they reveal themselves. And so that type of obsessive-compulsive behavior or just strong likeness for a group, a band who probably doesn't know you exist, is not unreasonable for her to wonder.
But why is that
would you
bad?
behave?
Explain that. Why is that bad? Like, there's a difference between...
There's nothing wrong with liking the band. It's the amount that you like it. And it's just the thought that possibly that type of likeness can spill over into other areas.
So you think that he could actually turn...
I see where you're going with that.
You think that he could turn that into stalking?
Oh, absolutely. As a coworker of the nurse who was killed over the weekend by an ex-boyfriend who actually was stalked and obsessive and compulsive over her, not to get, too serious about the matter. It's a real possibility, and you can just never be too careful.
So you're saying for him, it really has nothing to do with the fact that it's the Backstreet Boys. It's just the behavior he's exhibiting of...
Exactly.
Okay.
Precisely.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but that's not fair. That's stupid.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think that she's in the right on saying that's the case. That story, by the way, is so sad. We're going to talk about that this morning. But in Detroit, there was a nurse that was kidnapped on her way home from work by her ex-boyfriend, who they all knew. A lot of her friends and people knew that he was, scary and not a good human being. Terry, what's up?
Hey, good morning. My question is, would she feel the same way if it was a different kind of person or group, like, say, Garth Brooks or 50 Cent or, someone that wasn't a boy band?
No, that's actually an interesting one. If it
point.
was not a boy band, would you have been okay with it?
I think just like your caller said, it's the behavior, it's the obsessiveness, it's the all-consuming part of it. I mean, I'm a fan of a lot of different types of performances and all of that, but it's measured. And I think I know my concern was this is just taking over our conversation to the point of which there didn't feel like there was a lot of room for my interest or even my participation in the conversation.
I mean, that's fair enough. That's the thing I could work on for sure, is not talking about it as much. But as far as the direct correlation of, like, I'm obsessed with the band, therefore I'm going to become a stalker.
No, I agree with you. That part was unfair.
I don't think it'd bother me as long as you love me. I don't think I'd really.
She's still going.
Oh my God!
Really?
Oh my!
There you go.
If I wanted a joke, I'd follow you into the John and watch you take a leak.
Oh my Lord, Michael. Well, listen, we don't have another date for you, Nate, and I think that this goes to anything that when you go on a date with someone and your conversation turns into, we're just way too much talking about this. I think that's a problem. Like, I think saying that you have an obsession with a band or, oh, I love this band, but it sounds to me like he was talking about it too much.
He just didn't know where the line was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that could be fair. Yeah. And I can work on that, but I'm not going to change my love of the Backstreet Boys like that.
Okay.
He needs to meet Victor. He needs to meet Victor.
Should we call Victor? Did you call Victor?
No, they're gonna
call Misfit Victor and see if Victor would like to take Nate out. Nate, would you like to go out with Misfit Victor? Do you have other guy friends of yours that are big Backstreet Boys fans?
Yeah, there's about 4 of us. I went to Vegas with a few people, so the whole group. Victor's more than welcome to join.
Do you guys are you guys part of the fan club? Like, do you guys contact each other on the fan club sites?
Yeah, of course.
Have you ever met him?
A couple times, yeah. A few conventions. Like I said, I was in Vegas for like your entire residency.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
Oh.
this is big.
But you know what this says to me? He's rich. Because who can afford to go to that many concerts?
You'd be okay with it.
True.
I feel like you're turning down a
His
rich
credit
man.
card
Hold
debt.
on, Misfit Victor.
Yes.
Are
What
you not-
happened now?
Well, we're doing second date update, and Nate wanted to know why he was not getting a call back from a girl that he went on a date with, or a woman he went on a date with. Her name is Kerry, and she's not going on a date with him anymore because he is obsessed with the Backstreet Boys.
So it's her loss.
That's right.
We wanted to know if maybe you would like to go on a date with Nate.
Are we splitting it, or is he paying?
Well, Nate, tell Victor all the stuff that you've been to of the Backstreet Boys over the years.
Yeah, I mean, like I said it about a million times, so I'm sure listeners tired of hearing it, but I just left their, I went to their residency in Vegas, every single show. I've seen them.
The fastest selling residency in Vegas history.
Yeah, greatest residency in Vegas history. I don't care what anybody else says.
And he's also been to a convention. Have you ever been to a Backstreet Boys convention?
No, I have not, because they haven't done one here in Michigan. Because
where did you travel? Wait, where did you travel to go to a Backstreet Boys convention, Nate?
New York.
So you did a New York convention. Why you're not
New
that?
York convention.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised they haven't had one here since they're larger than life.
I was supposed to go to the concert in New York, but that was when AJ checked into rehab, so the concert was canceled.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's doing better now, so that's all that really counts.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better now. He left his wife.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, yeah, she was probably a hater, like what's her face,
Like
or what's her
Kerry? No, Kerry.
Carrie. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to connect you two guys. You guys mind if I share your phone numbers and social media and all that stuff, and you guys can talk?
No problem. Hey, she's probably like one of those Loser Instinct fans.
Oh.
She did bring up Timberlake once.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, listen, we'll let you guys go. You guys talk off the air. Kerry, looks like you got a loss there. Looks like one woman's loss is another Misfit Victor's gain. He's got a new friend.
I hope they will be very happy.
We will. Don't worry about it.
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.